Okay, Bruce, Money Sense Magazine is where you live, unless you're here with us on Cityline, which we love. We want to talk about fintech.
Yes.
Which sounds very cool.
Very cool.
What is it?
People don't know what it is.
They don't know.
But here's why I want our viewers to know, is there will come a time when fintech will be analogous to the question of, what's social media? Do you remember there was a time when someone said there's this thing called Friendster?
Right.
Friendster or MySpace and then Facebook. And now social media is just social media. One day it will be the same for fintech. Basically, it is technology in financial services. And it is a huge deal.
Yes.
Huge, huge, huge deal. It is disruptive. And it could well be the change that we've seen in retail in banking. So online shopping has transformed retail changes. It's transformed the mall. It's a huge, huge, big deal in banking. And we need to be more aware of what it is.
Okay, so give us an example.
Okay, so established banks do fintech, startups do fintech. An established bank, for example, allows you to deposit a check by taking a photograph of that check on your phone. Have you ever done this?
Yeah, I haven't done it, but I know
never
you
go to a
can do
branch
it.
to deposit a check anymore. I take a photo. Your audience is nodding. They know exactly what I'm talking about. There's also startups. The two big categories are online lending and financial advice, financial planning. So online lending, Borrowell, Grow, Mogo, a bunch of different ways for you to get a loan that may be cheaper, and is certainly easier because you're literally on your phone doing like this in a way that you never could before.
To get a loan?
To get a loan.
Okay.
To get a loan. So you type it all in, could be 15 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, so instead of going to your bank and getting a loan to renovate your kitchen, you go on one of those apps and do the same thing. And what's interesting is because their fixed costs are lower, they can be cheaper. They also can be cheaper because their capital comes from a different place.
Okay.
The other category are the robo-advisors. So Nest, Wealthsimple, Advisor, WealthBar, there's a whole bunch of different ones. And they allow you to have your RSP savings, it's not in your phone literally, but you can access it in your phone, through your phone.
Yeah.
And what's transformative about it is the simplicity. So we were talking about millennials. This is how they will live and breathe. It won't be a fintech. It won't be a thing. It will just be how they operate. Here's an example. I go in to open up a new TFSA in my branch. I know this is going to take at least an hour. I bring a magazine, I bring my lunch, and a fully charged phone. I basically park in this office knowing it's going to be a grueling hour. I then show up at work and I talk to a millennial and she says, oh yeah, I just opened up an account at a robo-advisor. How long did that take? 5 minutes. She spent 5 minutes and I spent more than an hour. So this is an enormous change that's happening all over the place. And our Cityline viewers should know about it.
Interesting. So how do they know? Are they doing the same checks that happens in that branch that makes it an hour long and all the forms you have to fill out? Aren't we doing that for a reason?
There are certain regulatory things that they need to do. And on investing, there's this know your client thing. So you have to pick up the phone for a second. But yeah, they can do it so much faster because, you know, I've been banking with my bank for 30 years since I was a wee child. And I'm still a wee child.
Just a wee little thing.
I'm still filling out things that I know they know.
Yeah.
How can you not know my address?
Why am I still
I've been with you forever. So it's important for us as consumers to know, but it's also important for those people who work in the industry, right? Because there are tens of thousands of people who work in banks. And banks are getting into this. They're buying companies. They're building companies. It's pretty exciting.
I think it is very exciting if it makes things easier. And I think a lot of us are thinking there's always that security issue. But I finally have my bank account on an app on my phone and I pay my bills on time. Hallelujah.